Hi there. Can I ask you something? Who or what is in the driver's seat of your bank balance? Is it your social anxiety? You fear being judged, so you contribute money to causes you don't believe in just to be politically correct. Yet you're hurting. You're borrowing to do that contribution. And when you're out with friends, you even offer to buy a round of drink for everyone, even accompanied with some roast. Yet, you're paying with a credit card that is almost maxed up. Or you choose to buy an outfit for each and every event to look the part. Yet it's all on borrowed money. Who or what is running your bank account? Is it your fear of rejection? Your mom, your dad, your sister, brother, friends call you and add you in WhatsApp group for people you do not even know. But because you fear being rejected, you fear saying no because they may reject you or treat you with contempt. Who or what is running your bank account? Is it your self-sacrificing tendencies? You are the one who notices and is busy running around with other people's problems, forgetting your own. Your child's school fees is in arrears, yet you're busy running around collecting money for your old school for a certain project. What should take priority? Isn't it your child? Who is running your bank account? Is it your group conformity or social belongingness problem? You join and remain in groups that do not align with your values, your interests, or your well-being, simply to feel a sense of belonging or acceptance. Like chamas, with no developmental agenda other than complaining and whining, speaking about husbands, family problems, my child this, my child that. You eat, do a merry-go-round, and live. By the time you're leaving, you even live more burdened with the weight of the many depressing stories that have been shared, coupled with your money problems that remain glaring at you. Or you're in these old school groups, and all you do is to contribute money for funerals. Nobody cares about you advertising your business, you sending your CV, referring your name to the next person so that you can get a good job. So, the big question is, this money that you're contributing for funerals, where are you getting it from if you're not exposed to an opportunity to sell yourself? Is that serving you? Please beware that this merry-go-round of chamas without a clear goal in mind is just delayed spending. What I should have spent in January, I end up spending all of it, in December. So there's no growth there. Social capital is a very valuable asset and it can support you. You get connections, you have people to look up to, but it can also be a major liability, leading to pressure and stress to conform with other people's expectations. So you must manage it very wisely for it not to seep into your financial goals. Who is managing your bank account? Is it your struggle with a low self-esteem? You feel unworthy, so you imagine that spending a lot of money on things and material items will boost your self-image or make you be more noticed and acknowledged. So you buy that car, you buy those outfits, you're always buying and buying some more, yet you are imprisoned with loans. In my book, My Money Journal, a practical hands-on guide for you and your money, is a topic on money boundaries. And I've said, money boundaries are not optional, they are necessities. You have a right to have a guiding set of principles for how you will allow people to treat you, and you have a right to be prepared to respond to people who don't honor those limits. No boundaries are guidelines, they are rules, limits. And when you put a boundary, what does it do? You define who you are. You define what you're all about. You define what you want and what you don't want, what you stand for and what you stand against, where you end and where others begin. A good financial friends mean you know how much you can spend, save, invest, give each month, every year. You have that clarity in mind. With strong money boundaries, you ultimately eliminate uncertainty and lift the money fog. Money can be foggy. And one of the reasons is because we lack boundaries with it. So where do you draw the line? First, boundaries with self. Where do I begin? Where do I stop? Then boundaries with others. In what areas do you put boundaries for yourself? One, it's an impulse spending. I just don't buy without a plan. I put a plan in place, whether it's a budget, even some list. I go to a supermarket with a list because the temptations are many. I need to control myself. So I just don't walk in there and imagine my eyes will guide me and I pick and pick. I need to go with a list. That is a tool to help you manage your boundaries. Then careless budgeting or not budgeting at all. That is even a strategy for some people, for them to spend as they wish. Some people just don't do budgeting. They don't have what we call a wallet tracker so that they don't see it. They don't have something that pricks their conscience. So you need to put a budget. Living beyond one's means. I always say it's not about living beyond your means, but living beyond your earning ability at the moment. Because our means are endless. I can expand it to whatever level if I wish to. None of them us have a limit. Like Eric Kipchoge says, we are limitless, even when it comes to earning. So right now, what you're earning is what you're living beyond your current earning ability. Then credit problems. Putting boundaries on your credit. Begin paying attention on what you owe, right? Because at the end of the day, it has your name on it. It has your name on it. What does that mean? You are the only one who will solve that problem. You are the only one who will remove your name from it. So instead of continuing to take one debt from here to pay this one, to start a merry-go-round with debt, take a step back. List down all your debts, one by one. And this is something I've done. I came from a real agonizing pain with money. Put a list down of all your debts. Start one by one. Do I need to speak to this creditor to give me more flexible payment terms? What do I need to do so that I remove my name from it? Remove your name from it. So, debt is not something to scare you. It's something that you can resolve. You can do something about it. And even use the debt snowball strategies, where you begin by paying the small debts. Get them out of the way. And then now focus on the bigger ones. Right? I hope to shoot a video soon on debt management. Then chronic borrowing from friends, mobile apps, Shylocks, with boundaries. Working more to pay bills with no saving or no investments in mind. How can I then relook at these bills? Could there be some wastage in these things I call bills? I've come across clients who have subscriptions that they don't even use. They've been paying them for 3 years. They don't even notice that they are paying money for something they are not using. So you need to review your bills and understand, what is this doing for me? Because a bill should be something that is serving you. It should be a service or a product you are receiving. You can't be paying bills, yet you are receiving nothing. So review your bills. Create real boundaries. Don't take any new unnecessary lifestyle debts. Set a hard spending limit on holidays and entertainments. Run your kitchen on a menu. Yeah? Run it on a menu and only eat out once in a while if things are tight. Put your own financial needs before others. Very important. When family members ask for money, tell them you need a day or two to think about it. There's nothing wrong to do that. Rather than immediately saying yes and committing yourself on something you don't have. You cannot give what you don't have. You need to have it. When you have it, you share it with your loved ones, right? These are just few examples. And remember, you need to communicate your boundaries with your loved ones. Communicate in advance so that you manage those expectations and you don't feel the pressure. So, remember, you have a right. As a human being, you have a right to put your own needs first. You have a right to take control of your finances. You have a right to say no when it doesn't fit in or feel right. I believe you found value in this episode. I encourage you to click that link and subscribe to our Rewire for Prosperity YouTube channel. Like and share it, and keep tuning in for more valuable insights on you and your money so that you can elevate your financial well-being. Bye for now.